Hi everyone, welcome to the online new student orientation for the DSPS or Disabled Student Programs and Services here at Fresno City College. So today we're going to be talking about a couple of different things. One of the first, we're going to be talking about the different programs and services we have here at DSPS. So what is DSPS? DSPS is a support program that provides reasonable accommodations for students with verified disabilities. To schedule an appointment with anyone in our office, from counselors, alternate media, or our testing center if you need help with that, you can make an appointment by calling our office at 559-442-8237. You can also schedule an appointment with counselors online using Starfish, and we offer Zoom, in-person, and telephone appointments. So next I'm going to go over what are some examples of accommodations that we offer here at DSPS. I do want to say before we discuss these are just some examples of accommodations. Students must talk to their counselors to talk about which accommodations they are specifically approved for. So just be sure to talk with your counselor about your accommodations if you haven't had a chance to do so already. Some popular examples of accommodations many of our students get, though, is extra time on exams. So, for example, if the class gets an hour to take the exam, students can get approved to get an hour and a half on their exam with their counselor's approval. We also offer note-taking support, so through either like a note taker or alternative media. We also have e-text or audiobooks. And another popular accommodation, this is something that actually all DSPS students get, is priority registration. So the way priority registration works is you get to register for your classes almost a month before everybody else. This is really an important one. Sometimes students will forget about it, so be sure to check your emails regularly so you can stay on top of registration times. Some other services we offer, we have developmental service classes. So these are our DevSer classes. We have classes for reading comprehension, writing skills. We also have a horticulture program within our DevSer classes. So that teaches students how to, learn how to garden or work with plants in like a garden nursery setting. We also offer tram services and ASL interpreting services. So after you are approved for your accommodations, you will need to send your teachers what's called a faculty notification letter. So the faculty notification letter, it is an online confidential document that students can request through their AIM account. So this AIM portal, we will be also sending a tutorial video on how to send your accommodations through AIM, but the FNL will describe all the accommodations that the student has been approved for, and a brief description on them. And once students have sent those accommodations to their teacher on AIM, the teacher will get that letter in their email. It's really important that students make sure they're sending these accommodations every semester for each class. And if you have any questions or need help doing that, just feel free to give us a call. The FNL, another important thing to know about it is it will tell your teachers your accommodations, but it will also make sure it keeps all of your information private. So it preserves students' records, and so it won't say anything about the student's disability or why they are in DSPS. It just says what their accommodations are. And again, just emphasizing that accommodations won't begin until you've sent your accommodations to your teachers. So just make sure you send those out to your teachers. So next we're going to talk about our testing center. So our testing center is actually located in our office. Our testing center provides testing accommodations to students, which could include a distraction-reduced environment, alternate media, reading services, or extended time. Students must make an appointment with their counselor to determine if they're eligible for testing accommodations. And then once you are approved for testing accommodations, you also have to make that appointment with the testing center. So that way they can schedule a time for you to come in and take your exam.
So next we have tram services. So our tram services are a courtesy service for students with verified permanent or temporary mobility disabilities that make long distances across campus difficult. In order to receive tram services, verification must indicate the diagnosis and length of duration for the disability. So to continue, you do need to schedule an appointment to meet with a DSP&S counselor to request tram services. And then if approved, you go ahead and get scheduled to meet with the tram driver to develop your tram schedule. We also have interpreting services. So what you're seeing right now is what the sign language interpreter request page looks like. You can find that going through the Fresno City website, clicking student services, finding our program, the DSPS, and then on the right-hand side, you'll see that there's a sign language interpreter request. You'll go ahead and select that hyperlink where it'll link you to the request form. And it's important to note that they do request that you submit your request at least 2 weeks in advance. And then so once you click on that hyperlink, this is what the interpreter request form is going to look like. It's going to ask for some basic information such as your name, your email, your phone number, and it will also ask about the event or meeting that you're needing the interpreter for. And then we also have our College to Career C2C program. This is a 3-year program within DSP&S designed to meet the unique needs of students with intellectual disabilities and autism to enter post-secondary education and competitive integrated employment. C2C is a partnership between Fresno City College and the Department of Rehabilitation.
Well, some next steps for you to consider as we're getting ready to start off this next fall semester. First thing is going to be enjoy your first semester of college. I hope you all have a great first semester. I hope you're able to have lots of great classes, meet great instructors, and meet some new friends and get involved on campus. Be sure to connect with your counselor in October for spring 23 registration. I know that's kind of early, so just make sure you're checking your student email because we will be sending you guys some reminders on when your registration time is. And lastly, get involved. There's a lot of great presentations, a lot of great clubs and organizations that we have on campus. RAM Ready is just wrapping up this week, but they will be uploading their presentations as well. So I'd encourage you to check those out. And then we are going to be having some workshops as well throughout the semester from DSPS. We'll have that schedule on the next slide. So this is our schedule for the fall 2022 workshop. So we're going to have, starting August 9th, second day of school, we're going to have a workshop on navigating Canvas and how to use it. We're also going to be going over My Portal. And once October comes around, we're going to be doing My Cart and how to register. And then for finals, we're going to have some study hall and snacks. So these are a couple of important to-do items. If you haven't done these already, I would say first, if you haven't met with your counselor to add accommodations to your plan, or if you're not sure what accommodations you have, please be sure to meet with your counselor before school starts. If you've already done that, make sure you've sent your accommodations to your instructors. Again, we're going to also attach a video that has how to send your accommodations to your teachers. And then if you are approved for alternative media, so maybe that's adaptive technology, maybe that's note-taking technology, audiobook, smart pen, anything like that, be sure to connect with Michael, our alternate media specialist, to get those things checked out for the school year. And then you can also check out our testing center website for details on how to schedule. And you can also contact C2C if you're interested in C2C. And lastly, if you are needing any type of like computer or hotspot to work from for the fall, be sure to also check out the library. They are checking out iPads with keyboards to students. So we'll be linking that information as well. Well, my name is Alyssa, and I'm a counselor here with our office. And thank you so much to Stephanie, our program specialist, for doing this presentation with us. And if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to us. But I hope you have an amazing fall 2022 semester.